Welcome back, Alpha 7 Tribe. We are going to go back into this book, Doublespeak. If you're new, please check out my playlist. Under Doublespeak, we go into this book. It's actually like a throwback, if you remember, to the PBS show Reading Rainbow, where people were exposed to amazing books, right? And it was like stepping into a world of imagination and really inspiring young people to, use their minds and not be so dependent on the television, right? And when you read the books, you can actually imagine the different scenarios, and it actually stimulates your neurons a lot more. And there are studies to prove that, than just being passive and just watching content. You need to be participating and involved when you're trying to learn and grow. And we do that on this channel and also on my Dear Dash channel. If you haven't checked me out on my primary channel, please do so. Don't mind my voice. I've been working nonstop, but I'm like, hey, I have not uploaded on Alpha 7 in a few days, and this chapter was really good, and we're like midway through this book. We left off, I put a little point there on page, as you see, 139. So I like doing it this way, guys. Don't mind me if it's a little wonky. It's because I like you to actually see what I'm reading. Okay, so we're going to finish off. Using doublespeak, bad news can be magically transformed into good news. When Mattel, the toy company, reported lower earnings in 1986 and in 1987, it saw the reduction in earnings not as bad news, but good news. The moderation in sales growth in the third quarter from the first half of the year is a measure of our success at increasing year-round demand for any toys and providing greater balance to our production and shipping schedules. More good news like that, and the company can file for bankruptcy. I love the irony in this book. And we're still going into the chapter here, the topic. Don't mind my dry hands. How to be less candid with doublespeak, okay? Yeah, it's the winter here, and I'm about to jump in the shower and moisturize and all that fun stuff, but I wanted to get this recorded because then we wouldn't have time, it's been a while since I started this book, so I really want to finish it up. Okay, so they do use doublespeak in, the corporate world, as you know. So where were we left off? Here we go. When Herbalife International agreed in 1986 to pay $850,000 to settle charges by authorities that it made false claims in promoting its nutritional, look at that, guys, and we know that. I've been trying to expose that, so this book actually helps me, and of course I'm using this for fair use and education. All my channels are part of my nonprofit, educational, and faith-based organizations, right? Because the truth surely will set you free. And a lot of people don't realize how words have been used as weapons, and a lot of people, seriously are functionally illiterate. To be honest with you, it's sad. So we want to try to reverse that with people, right? So they can protect themselves. And a lot of people don't read the labels of the products, and that's why we go into nutrition and holistic topics on my channel to show you that all they give us is chemicals and leftover caca from the Industrial Revolution in these products. And they make all these claims, and here we are just, falling for it, hook, line, and sinker. So, of course, they make false claims. That's Herbalife International, just in case they have repackaged themselves, because a lot of these companies, that's what they do. They pay their little fines, and then they go back into the world misleading the next generation who has not heard about a lot of these cases. You know what I mean? So they agreed to change some of the claims. I'm trying to read, part of it's blocked out. They agreed to change some of the claims it was making. President Mark Hughes wasn't flustered a bit. He issued this press release. Yeah, a lot of them have no shame. They don't give a damn. They don't care about people like that. It's all show business. It's all showmanship when it comes to a lot of these marketing techniques. So this was what he said, today represents a milestone for Herbalife, a solid foundation that is built on the confidence given to us today by statements issued by state and federal regulatory agencies. I am pleased to announce that after more than a year and a half of discussions and negotiations with the Food and Drug Administration, the California State Attorney General, and the California Department of Health, all three agencies have independently determined that Herbalife products have been and still are safe for the American public. Furthermore, all of our product claims, labeling, and marketing materials are now in conformance with the spirit and the letter of both federal and state law. Yes, I don't need to do my nails. Let's just focus on the message, people. So that's what he said in his delivery, right? So a few more such encounters with federal and state authorities and Herbalife will be ready for sainthood, if you believe this press release. Graphy Scanning Corporation issued a press release which stated that to further enhance its inherent value, Graphic Scanning Corporation has undertaken a series of transactions which consolidate its market strength and cash flow of this business segment. Are you impressed? You won't be when you get to page 3 of this doublespeak and discover that Graphic Scanning Corporation had $49.9 million net loss in 1986. So yeah, a lot of these companies are still doing what they do. Let's give my hand a rest. I'm getting like pins and needles. Of course, Coca-Cola is up next. We're on page 140. We're finishing this segment. The Coca-Cola company used lots of doublespeak trying to explain its disastrous attempt to replace the old Coca-Cola with a new formula Coke. The company described the public's overwhelming rejection of the new Coke by saying that consumers demonstrated unexpectedly strong loyalty to the old brand of Coke. In the process of correcting its mistakes, the company reissued the old Coke under a new name, which is Coca-Cola Classic, and declared that New Coke was no longer a flagship brand, but was instead a fighting brand within a mega brand possessing attributes. Oh, why is this? Let me fix my phone. There we go. Trying to keep it straight up so you can see. So these were possessing attributes that are a strategic plank in Coke's total marketing scheme. That prose is almost as thick as Coke syrup. It's true, like fighting brand, flagship brand, they use all these crazy, corporate jargon, and most people don't know what the hell that they're talking about, so that's why books like this, and if you're not big on buying books, you can watch videos like this. And if you want to watch it from the beginning, I started on chapter 1, we're finishing chapter 5, and we're going to finish all the way to the end. You can watch it in sequential order. So in December of 1985, the General Electric Company sent a letter with this heading: Important messages to users of GE, multi-vapor and mercury lamps. The message, over a page and a half long of small type, included the following: there exists the possibility with any of these lamp types, regardless of wattage, that their tube may unexpectedly rupture due to internal causes or external factors such as a systems failure or misapplication. When this occurs, the glass outer jacket surrounding the arc tube could break, and particles of extremely hot quartz from the arc tubes and glass fragments from the outer jacket will be discharged into the fixture, enclosure, and or surrounding environment, thereby creating a risk of personal injury or fire. Users may recognize that metal halide lamps and mercury lamps are not risk-free. Few products found in industry today could claim to be totally risk-free. This does not mean, however, that such products should be considered unsafe. Okay? So yeah, this is like really important because especially when you're dealing with small children, and always read the disclaimers. Okay? So the cost of doublespeak. I wanted to finish chapter 5. Let's see if we can do that. There are some of the clearer sentences in the letter. Doublespeak can cost a company money, sometimes a whole lot of money. In 1981, the 6th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals ruled that a loan agreement violated, guys, this is a great section, the Truth in Lending Act because of indecipherable, that's what we're dealing with, language, especially this sentence. A deferment charge may be made for deferred payments equal to the portion of the regular finance charge applicable by the sum of the digits method to the installment period immediately following the due date of the first deferred installment times the number of months deferred. I mean, even trying to read some of this stuff, guys, you see that? So we go into, especially on Dia Dash, consumer protection laws and how you can protect yourself. So stay tuned for that. And I'm going to use this book too and highlight some of these sections. Sometimes a company may try to use doublespeak to avoid paying money, but get caught. The A.H. Robbins Company, which had devised the Ducon Shield intrauterine contraceptive device, was told to simplify the notice it used to tell women about the time limit for filing claims against the company. U.S. District Court Judge Robert Murhage found that the notice was appropriate for lawyers but not for women, whose native language is English. The following is an excerpt from the notice. Any claims filed after December 30th, 1985 shall be disallowed. Any person or entity that is required to file a proof of claim and that fails to do so by December 30th, 1985 shall not be treated as a creditor for purposes of voting or distribution, and any claims of such person or entity shall be forever barred, provided that, however, that a proof of claim for any claim against A.H. Robbins Company Incorporated arising out of the rejection by A.H. Robbins Company Incorporated of a voidable transfer. So, guys, these are important precedents, especially for a lot of cases currently. Okay, because it's referenced here as described in Bankruptcy Code Section 502G. 502H must be filed on or before December 30th, 1985, and 30 days after the entry of an order authorizing the rejection of the executory, I couldn't see the word, contract or unexpired lease. 30 days after the entry of an order or judgment avoiding the transfer. Sometimes doublespeak can cost not just a lot of money, but things more important than money. In 1979, shout out to my birth year, a memorandum, written by D.F., oh, those are my initials too, guys, Hallman, a manager for Babcock and Wilcox Company Generation Group, was sent to staff members at the 3 Mile Island Nuclear Power Plant. The memorandum was supposed to alert the staff to the possibility of a malfunction at the plant. but was so confusingly written that it failed. See how reading is so important, but comprehension is as well. The memo suggested a change in B&W's philosophy for HPI system used during low pressure, transients. Basically, they recommend leaving the HPI pumps on once HPI has been initiated until it can be determined that the hot leg temperature, I'm going to finish off here. Oh, let me fix the book again. Hello. Come on. There we go. Should be better. Hold on, guys. It keeps like turning over, so we're going to like try to stand it up a little bit so you can see. Come on, we can do it. Okay. Temperature is more than 50 degrees below. TISC for TSAT. I mean, this is real technical terms here, guys, but we're going to finish it off. For the RCS pressure, nuclear service believes this mode can cause the RCS, including the pressurizer, to go solid. Guess what went solid? This piece of prose is worth about $3 billion in expenses to clean up. 3 Mile Island. While doublespeak may make money for some people, it can also cost a couple of people a lot of money, if not their lives. Isn't that true? Because even with the doublespeak, if you don't understand it, people have been given the wrong medication in hospitals and things like that. And so a lot of people don't talk about the mistakes that are made in different arenas because of miscommunication. I mean, yes, that's why we have to bring back reading, because apparently it is going out of style. And I'm sorry, this video was a little crazy, but it is what it is. And of course, as you're reading, it does make your mouth and your throat a bit dry. I don't have a selfie stick with me. I'm literally like holding the phone, doing this, you know, just going freestyle for you guys, because I did say I wanted to finish it. So that was the end of chapter 4, guys, just so you know. What page did I leave off? That way, if I have to put it in the title. We left off on page 143, and we're going to go into this chapter next, okay? Just to give you a preview of what's in it. Protein spills, vehicle appearance specialist. That sounds interesting. Earth engaging equipment. What's that? Doublespeak around the world. So we'll be into chapter 5. I'm excited, guys. It looks like we're halfway. We've been through this much. And, you know, it's an audio. I know I don't have the best voice sometimes because I work a lot and I get tired and my voice gets tired too. We forget to how much speaking really does exhaust us. But especially when you're learning new words, I encourage you guys to get a dictionary, learn how to break things down into syllables. If you find that you get stuck on the word, go slower and do it syllable by syllable, and it's okay. Practice makes perfect. So I appreciate you guys. Stay tuned for more videos like this. If you're interested, come visit me on Dia Dash. I think I'm the only one with that name on YouTube for other type of content. And I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll chat soon.